I was personally responsible for laundering the cash under the direct orders of the individuals mentioned just before.
Getting it all down?
Yeah, everything I can remember.
Should be more than enough to put our friends away from Sister Island.
Jake's sending someone over later to transcribe the tapes for the judge.
Should make fascinating reading.
Have you seen Anna this morning?
Yeah, I just came from her and Jake. She's working at beefing up your protection.
And I wish she would worry more about herself and Robin.
I've got her to assign Sam and Eric to watch Robin.
And what about putting someone on Anna?
I've asked Lewis to keep an eye on her.
Did you tell her that?
She's not big on bodyguards.
Yeah, well, in this case, what she does not know may just save her.
Well, one of the reasons I came over, you mentioned yesterday you had an idea to protect the both of them.
I do.
Well, I think it has something to do with this Leoline. It's mob involved, isn't it?
Yes. I cannot tell you how, though.
Doesn't matter, I'll find out.
That would be a mistake. I do have one favor to ask you. I would like you to help me escape from General Hospital today.
I think I'm just a little rattled. I think Ted's death affected me more than I really had thought.
I know that you were both very close.
Yes, well, Ted and I had the relationship that you wanted with me. And for your information, I never asked him for anything more than that. Sean, I... I don't want to die with just having good friends to mourn me. I need...
Ignore it. Don't worry about it. Ignore it.
What I have to say to you later. It's okay.
No, you are much more important to me than any phone call.
I'll still be here when you finish. Just answer it.
Hello. You alone?
No.
Just listen. It's time for us to play Junior G-Man again. You've been boning up on your WSB manual.
I wrote the book, remember?
That's why I'm calling. Listen, I want you over GH right away.
What's up?
Remember how we snuck that Algerian spy out of Egypt?
Every last detail.
Think we can do it again?
With our eyes closed. I'll see you shortly.
Well, I think I'll be going.
Tiffany. I'm going to make one more promise to you, and I give you my word that I'm going to do something about what we discussed, and soon.
You do what you have to do, Sean. I'm not going to tell you how to...
I am telling you that you are going to become a larger part of my life. There's just one more obstacle to get out of the way. I just hope it's a simple matter of clearing that path, that's all.
And if you can't?
Then I will move heaven and earth to get what I want, whatever it takes. I just need time. I know where I stand, all right?
Thank you, Valentine. Well, and thank you for setting the whole thing up, too. Yeah, our meeting with the Morden is all set to go. I'll talk to you. Bye. We're all set. Glad you could make it so soon.
Our Algerian spy?
Can you think of a better way of getting him in and out of the hospital without anybody noticing that he's gone?
Oh, whoa. You better start from the beginning, old buddy.
We haven't got time for that. We've both got to be out of here within a few minutes.
You're actually taking him out of this hospital?
For what I hope will be a good reason.
Do you mind telling me where you're going?
I've arranged for a police copter to fly us over to the security prison where they're holding Angus and the rest of the mob leaders.
Plus, you're going to take the bait right to the fish, huh?
We're playing a trump card for the protection of Anna and Robin.
That figures.
We also have WSB and police cooperation.
And me.
And you, right. Now, it's critical that the mob doesn't realize that he's out of the hospital.
Well, that's for damn sure. They put a hit out on him before he got halfway down the front steps.
Right, to mention that Anna would have one out on me if I messed this up.
I'll take care of Anna.
Well, Steve Hardy has allowed us to place a sign on the door there permitting none of the hospital staff to enter.
I'd keep the guards outside, too, just for appearance's sake.
I plan on it. I want everyone to think that he's still inside.
You know, it's going to be hard keeping hospital personnel out of a patient's room.
The guards have got their instructions.
All right. This little rendezvous of yours must be pretty important.
But I drag you over here otherwise.
I'm going to be pretty safe around this joint. Can you say the same?
I'm taking a couple of cops with us for protection.
Better take an army, Robert. You go up against the mob, there's no such thing as being over-prepared.
Well, I've stationed several people in the hospital, and they'll accompany us in plain clothes.
We're meeting Angus in prison, not on his home turf. He won't try anything.
What do you want me to do?
Stay in the corridor. Keep an eye on the door here. Make sure that no one twigs as to what we're up to.
Will do. Good luck, gentlemen. Don't worry about things around here. As far as the rest of Port Charles is concerned, Mr. Lavery is spending the afternoon taking a well-deserved nap. Good luck. And be careful.
I hope you know what you're doing. Because if this business with Orlean isn't crucial enough to shake Angus up, you're going to be signing your own death warrant. Along with Anna and Robbins.
Devane, call your office. Dr.
I'm sorry, Doctor. No one disturbs patients.
That's ridiculous. Excuse me.
Orders of the Chief of Staff.
This is highly irregular.
Just doing our job.
Well, I've never heard of a staff member being denied access to a patient's room. Now, what is going on? Excuse me, I'd like some answers. Well, if you're not going to tell me, I'm going to see for myself.
Monica, what
Stop
are you doing?
this. If you don't move, I'll...
Shh, what are you doing here?
Oh, well, forgive me, Sean. For some reason, I thought this was General Hospital and my place of employment.
Oh, all right, take it easy. There's nothing to get upset about.
Upset? No, I'm not upset. I'm furious.
Just calm down.
What? What is happening? Wait a minute. How did you just happen to stroll by here?
Well, I was in the hospital. I thought I'd look in on you.
Oh, really? And you have some sort of ESP that told you I was going to be exactly right here? But are you and Duke Lavery up to something? What is it?
Monica, I think you're imagining.
I want to know what is going on, Sean. Is he in that room?
Now, where else would he be?
Well, why can't I see him then?
Please, will you just trust me with this?
Absolutely not. I'm not putting up with any more of your games. I'm talking to Steve Hardy.
Come on.
Go with me. Sean! Go of me.
Listen,
Who the hell do you think you are?
I think I am a friend, keeping you from making one big mistake.
Oh, excuse me. I'm not going to make another mistake. No, the last time you pulled one of your little schemes and used this hospital, I almost got fired. And I'm not going to have this happen again. Now, will you let me get out that door?
I cannot take credit for this particular masterpiece. It was Robert's idea.
Robert Scorpio?
Yes, and he wouldn't play games with this hospital unless he thought it was vitally important.
Well, I wouldn't put anything past you, but I have always thought that Robert Scorpio had some scruples.
You'll keep quiet about this.
Against my better judgment.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, I guess this is the the only time that we've been alone since, well, since our relationship jumped the track. Huh?
Oh, is that what it did? I've been wondering.
It's strange feeling awkward around you. You're as close as any two people could be. Why should we feel uncomfortable now?
Maybe because we were so close.
Yeah. Look, would you mind staying here for a while? I know this is not my penthouse or the Quartermain mansion, but it is private, and we need to talk.
Oh, shouldn't you be out there diverting all the rest of the staff?
No, I'm sure the guards can hold down the fort for a while. Robert and Duke won't be back till later.
Hello, Scorpio.
Warden?
Good to see you again. When was the last time?
I believe it was when I was police commissioner.
How's life as an ordinary citizen? Pretty dull, huh?
Not likely. You chaps can leave, thank you.
Valentine called earlier. I arranged the meeting with Angus Mackay.
You didn't tell him who he was meeting, did you?
No, I figured I'd leave that up to you.
Warden Duffy, Duke Lavery.
What, Lavery? I expected to be seeing you here in my office one day, but certainly not as a guest.
Well, I expect I'll be paying you a longer visit sometime soon.
Listen, we appreciate what you've done in setting this meeting up for us.
Well, I don't have to tell you, a meeting of this sort's very unusual.
That's why I had Valentine pave the way.
Well, WSB carries a lot of weight around here. So we're more than willing to cooperate with him in any way we can.
Well, from the entire Bureau, I thank you.
Well, I suppose you're anxious to get on with it, so I'll bring in Mackay.
Rehearsing your pitch?
No. Just praying that Angus sees reason.
You sounded pretty confident back in the hospital.
Angus Mackay's a brilliant man. He's also completely unpredictable. He could go either way on Lorleon. And Anna and Robin could go with him.
Okay, there you go, Mackay. I advise you not to try anything.
In the presence of the great Robert Scorpio, and think of it.
And I can only give you a few minutes.
Time enough. Thank you, Warden.
And to what do I owe the honor?
To me.
Duke, what?
How are you, Angus?
As well as can be expected.
I'm very pleased to hear that.
What do you want from me?
I've decided to turn state's evidence.
So I read in the morning papers. You want me to congratulate you?
You've taken the news very calmly.
You can't hurt me, Duke. On the other hand, I can do you quite a lot of harm. I'm sorry you made such an unfortunate decision. I trust you realize the significance of that.
My life is worthless now.
If that. I hope you gentlemen haven't come all this way to beg my help. I can't save you, Duke, even if I wanted to. No one can.
I need you to guarantee Anna and Robin's safety.
Well, there's nothing I can do about that.
I know differently.
Then you must be one step ahead of me.
I've done extensive checking within the mob hierarchy. You still wield considerable power.
More than enough power to keep a woman and her child from harm.
I'm an inmate of a maximum security prison. That's about as powerless as you can get.
Not as far as the mob's concerned. They'll still do whatever you tell them.
You tell them not to touch Anna or Robin.
I don't know what you two are talking about. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm 3 moves away from checkmating the chess champion in my cell block. Now, that is power.
Time to play the whole card.
Angus, we didn't come here empty-handed. I'm carrying a very valuable card.
You don't seem to understand. We have nothing to discuss.
No. You don't seem to understand. I'm the one who's calling the shots.
And what gave you that right?
Lorleon. You protect Anna and Robin, and I will protect your secret. Now you walk out of that door without guaranteeing their safety. And I promise you, sir, your secret will become public knowledge within hours.
You told an outsider about Lorleon. I swear I'll kill you myself for this. Warden, I told you I was ready to return to my cell. Now let's go.
A few more minutes, please.
I have nothing more to say to these people.
We'll keep this short and sweet.
How could you?
I haven't yet.
I heard you mention the name. You told Scorpio the secret of Lorleon. Admit it.
You're wrong. All he knows is the name.
You expect me to believe you just dropped that and gave him no further explanation?
I didn't drop the name. He discovered it when he was running a computer check on me. That is all he knows, only the name.
You're lying.
I have not broken our confidence. I didn't say anything about Lorleon.
It's the truth.
Well, naturally, you'd back him up, wouldn't you?
Look, if he'd given me the secret, I wouldn't even need to be here now, would I?
My leverage is my silence. You and I both know that. That means as much to you as Anna and Robin do to me. Promise me they'll be protected and your secret will be safe forever.
How can you guarantee that? All right. Maybe you didn't tell Scorpio about Lorleon. But now that he knows how critical it is, he and the WSB will dig until they find out everything.
Angus, you have my word.
And mine.
That's why I asked Robert to come here with me. I knew you'd want to hear it from his mouth.
Look, I'll never try to find out anything more about Lorleon. I promise you, Mackay, you protect Anna and my daughter, I will never lift a finger to further investigate Lorleon again.
Very well. You have my word. No harm will come to the woman and child. I'll do my best to protect you, but that I cannot promise. You're a traitor. No one can shelter you from the consequences of your actions.
I'm not concerned about myself. But you so much as touch one hair on the heads of Anna or Robin, and I swear to you, man, I will bury you myself.
And you will back off from Lorleon?
I gave you my word. You gave me yours. Go back on it, I'll make you wish you'd never been born.
Well, it's in the hands of the gods now.
Maybe. But I think you've gone a long way towards keeping Angus in line.
We'll see.
Well, any problems from your end?
No, not really. Monica was about to blow the whistle on us, but I convinced her not to do it. She knew that Duke was out of the hospital, but she said she wouldn't say anything.
Hope that's all she knows.
We talked about personal matters, Robert.
Okay.
So the prison meeting went well?
Well, it's impossible to say for certain, but I think that Duke has ensured that Anna and Robin will be safe after this afternoon.
The trip was a success.
Well, we're taking nothing for granted. We still do all we can from our end to keep them protected. And you too, of course.
You should concentrate on Anna and Robin. You heard Angus. No one can cover me.
I'm not about to stop trying.
If anything ever happens to Anna or Robin, a letter will be delivered directly to you. It contains all the information on Lorleon. You'll know exactly what to do with it.
You don't miss a beat, do you?
None when it's this important.
All right, we have a long night ahead of us.
Okay. What's next on the agenda?
We have to button down the arrangements for Duke's protection. It's got to be airtight. Not only in the court, but afterwards. Now that the mob knows he's turning state's evidence, every hitman in the country is going to be lining up to take a crack at him.